fans, what's good? The answer to that question, of course, is One Piece. One Piece is what's good. And today, we got another video discussing the Tobi Roppo. I know I haven't talked or posted in a long time, but yes, I am back, and just like the last video, we're talking about the Tobi Roppo, except we're not talking about their devil fruits this time, we're talking about their bounties. The Tobi Roppo are a really interesting group, so yeah, this was something I wanted to do. We're just gonna get right into it. So, starting with who is perceived as the weakest Tobi Roppo, you're gonna have Page One. So, Page One, even if he's the weakest Tobi Roppo, it's not like this guy is weak, right? So, we see him, he's duking it out with Sanji, you know what I mean? And he did take a elephant gun to the chin from Luffy, and a lot of people are calling that a one-shot. It wasn't a one-shot. We have no proof. He did get very much wrecked. I think we can all agree on that, but I wouldn't call it a one-shot. I feel like Page One is a little bit underrated, and people kind of make fun of him because he took so many L's, you know what I mean? But anyway, we're talking about Page One's bounty here, and this one, obviously, I don't have much proof for the bounties. This is just me speculating, you know what I mean? And it might be a little exact, but this is just what I imagine his bounty might be. And I'm going to put his bounty at 388 million belly. I think that's a good bounty for him. Like, it's not too high, but it's also high enough for somebody of his caliber, you know what I mean? But it's not like it's over the top. 388 million belly for Page One. That's what I would expect him to have a bounty around. Maybe 380, 370, maybe even 390, something like that. Now let's talk about the woman he calls sister, Ulti. I don't know if they're actual blood siblings or not. I kind of think they probably are, but obviously, again, not much proof for that. Ulti, we saw her and Luffy having a good old fight, you know what I mean? She has the Ryu no Mi model Pachycephalosaurus. And that's a pretty cool dinosaur to have a devil fruit of. I really like her devil fruit. I really think it's cool. And she is an expert at giving headbutts, you know what I mean? She's headbutting Luffy, and her headbutts were so powerful, she sent Luffy into the ground with all this dust, and the fodder, they're all around like, oh man, she took him out, he's gone, and she's like, shut up, I can still feel his hockey. And then Luffy came up and started getting right with her, and Page One, which is when he did the whole elephant gun to Page One's chin, because Page One didn't go hybrid, and he actually went full-on dinosaur mode. I don't know why he did that per se, but he did it, and he got clocked. But again, we're talking about Ulti's bounty, and she did get one shot by Kaido's son Yamato, as we all know. But let's just talk. What would her bounty be? Again, most of these bounties, only one bounty really has much of a case behind it. Most of these bounties are just my speculation of what I think their strength is and what I think would match that strength. So for Ulti, we're going with 420 million bellies. I think that's a good bounty for her because she definitely seems stronger than Page One. I'm not going to say she's the second weakest of the Tobi Roppo, but I think a bounty of 420 million, that suits her, you know what I mean? I think that does suit her. So that's what we're going with for Ulti, 420 million. Now, let's talk about Black Maria. Black Maria, the big promiscuous woman who seems to be getting a little cozy with Kaido at times, you know what I mean? But we haven't really seen her do much. But I'm just going to go ahead and say her bounty is probably going to be a little bit higher than Ulti's, just off of portrayal, or not even portrayal. I just get the feeling that her bounty is higher. Not much to back this up, not really any evidence. As I said, this is mostly a conjecture video. Well, all conjecture, maybe a little less conjecture on some bounties, but with this one, definitely conjecture. I'm just going to say her bounty, I think it's around 442 million bellies, a little higher than Ulti's, but nothing too extreme. It's not like to say that this bounty means that she is much stronger than Ulti. Ulti could be stronger than her. It's only a 22 million belly difference. So that's what I'm going to be putting Black Maria on. 442 million. Now, with X-Drake seems like a really strong person. And the government, obviously, since he's undercover for Sword, it's not like they're holding back on his bounty. They're not really doing that. They're giving him, obviously, the bounties of a normal pirate. He seems like one of the stronger members of the Tobi Roppo. Probably one of the stronger members of the Marines, to be honest. So, for a bounty, I'm going to say 480 million belly. That's what I think his bounty is going to be around. Maybe 470, even though that was Kid's bounty, so I don't know if it would be exactly equal to Kid's. Maybe 460, 480, around there. I'm just going to say 480 million belly for now. Now, let's talk about Sasaki, who seems to be again, one of the top tiers of the Tobi Roppo. I'm not going to waste too much time on this one. I think his bounty is going to be above 500 million belly. I'm going to say 510. So not exactly 500 million, but still above that, but not too much above that. You know what I mean? It's not the mid 500s, but it's not below 500. So 510 million for Sasaki. Again, conjecture. Don't have much proof for that, but that's what I'm going to be going with. And then the last Tobi Roppo member. Who's who? The cat. The guy who really seems like he's the strongest. I am so hyped for Who's Who. Like, y'all don't understand. I am hyped for this character. Like, this character gets me on hype mode, and I'm really excited for what he's going to do. Now, with him, I think that his bounty is going to be very high compared to the rest. Or not very high, but definitely noticeably higher. Because I looked at the lucky numbers of a cat, because, you know, cat themed. He's just kind of got the cat-like persona, the tiger-like persona. The cat dress crew seem to be very much centered around cats. I looked at the lucky numbers for cats, and the most prominent lucky number is 5. Or not lucky per se, but numbers associated with cats, the most prominent number is 5. So I would put that for him in the 500 millions. Then I looked at the other numbers. The other numbers were 1, 13, and 84. Now, I don't think his bounty is going to be 501 million. It could, but I don't know. I just don't really see that, because I feel like his bounty is going to be the highest out of all of them, and he's going to be the strongest. 513 million, I could definitely see that, and I'm not going to X 13 or 501 out, but I feel like his bounty is probably going to be higher, since he's going to be going against the calamities. He's probably going to have an upcoming bounty, that type thing. So I think that his bounty is going to be 584 million bellies, so the two numbers associated with cats, 5 and 84, just to ignore the 1 and the 13. So 5 and 84, 584 million bellies. I think that's what Who's Who's bounty is going to be, and I think that's a good bounty for somebody who will go up against somebody with a 1 billion belly bounty above that, but not having proved themselves yet to be deserving of a bounty of that caliber, to have a very large bounty that commands a lot of respect, but it's not like you're going around and being like, oh man, this dude, the strongest dude on the seas, one of those, like, you're gonna be like, he's super solid, he's definitely in the top, closer to the top tiers of the seas, but you're not gonna be like, he's taking out any of these Yonko commanders out here. 584 million is very high, but it's not the highest it could be, or the heights of high in the One Piece world. I think that's a good bounty for somebody like Who's Who seems to be going against those super high bounty characters. So yep, those are the bounties I have for the Tobi Roppo. Comment down below what you think their bounties are going to be. And as always, thank you for watching. If you enjoy my content, and only if you enjoy my content, like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more of that One Piece content. I know I haven't posted in a while. I'm going to be back to posting relatively regularly. And yeah, I'm going to see y'all in the next video.